It's been about a year since real estate agents have had to work with the new rules and procedures that came as a result of the NAR Commission lawsuit settlement. So, how's it going? Where are we now with agent commissions? The big changes from the lawsuit were that buyers would have to hire their own realtors by signing a buyer-broker agreement. That agreement states that if the buyer wants to buy a home and the seller will not pay a buyer-broker commission, then the buyer will have to pay their own agent's commission. Proponents of this settlement believe that if the seller didn't have to pay agent commission, then they would be willing to sell their house for 2 or 3% less than they normally would have. Now, why would a seller do that? I'm not really sure. It was also thought that if buyers were paying their own realtor, that the amount of commissions paid would drastically fall and this whole thing could potentially tank the real estate market. Well, that didn't happen. But what has happened? After a year of this, what are we actually seeing in the practice of selling homes and commissions? It appears that most sellers, and by most I mean well over 90% of homeowners, are still agreeing to pay a buyer-broker commission if they are asked to in the offer from the buyer. The seller is not allowed to make an offer of compensation in the MLS the way they used to, but agents are communicating and the seller's intentions are being shared. Most recent data shows that the average buyer's agent commission is 2.37%, and that's down from the 2.45% a year earlier before the new rules were unveiled. Now that equals to about an $800 discount of buyer agent commissions on a $1 million sale. So what's my opinion of all this? I like it. I thought this was a very good idea a year ago when it was proposed, and I still do. Requiring buyers to sign a buyer-broker agreement and hire a realtor gives them more incentive to vet their realtor more thoroughly, resulting in them getting better representation. And it makes them have conversations with their agent that they should have been having all along. And I mean conversations about money. People don't like to talk about money, but in an expensive purchase that requires commissions to be paid, potentially by them, buyers and their agents absolutely need to be talking about money. And from the seller's perspective, commissions are more negotiable than they've ever been. And if you're working with the right realtor who understands how to negotiate these terms successfully, maybe you can even save a little more than that $800. And you know what they say, a penny saved is a penny earned.